And joining us now on NASCAR Race Hub, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. from Hendrick Motorsports. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the hub. And we're just coming out of the piece that recapped last year's chase for the two of you. Didn't end the way you would have liked. But under those circumstances, does that make you a little more hungry as you start the next season, getting ready for 2016, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, the results definitely motivate you, but I think more than anything, the way we all work together as teammates, the progress we saw in our race cars, the speed that was showing up at the end of the year, I think that has us more excited than anything. And then over the offseason, Darian Grubb's come in. There's been some other great personnel changes made. We're in a good spot, and we're really excited to start the season.
What about you, Dale? Added motivation with the heartbreak you experienced at Talladega?
Yeah, I think it's definitely made our team more hungry to try to get back and have a better account of ourselves. Greg is coming in his second year, going in a lot more confident. We made some changes, as every team does, throughout the offseason, so excited to be able to work with some new guys and see where they're at when we go to Daytona.
We kind of raided the Hendrick cupboard over at Fox. We took Jeff Gordon. He's going to be doing the TV thing with us now. What's it like around Hendrick Motorsports minus the four-time champion? Dale, we'll start with you.
Well, he's going to be missed in our meetings. You know, we really lean on each other. Which I love that about our company, is how well these teams work together and how the drivers communicate, and we really leaned on his experience. So Jimmy can certainly touch on that with the years that he's been at the company, and it's been amazing to learn from him, and he's going to be missed when we sit down and have those debriefs and everybody's scrambling trying to make sure their cars are just right for the race. He always had that veteran input that was, you boys better watch now, this is what's going to happen, and he was always helpful.
What differences have you seen, Jimmy?
No, Dale nailed it. And then not only from that veteran perspective on the car and maybe what the track was going to do and history and all those great things that he'd give you, but just the way he carried himself and his viewpoint on the sport. There's a lot of change going on in the sport. Drivers have a voice now with NASCAR, and he doesn't say a lot, but when he does, there's a lot of thought that goes into it, and he comes from such a great space and with so much experience. So we're going to miss that on all levels, from debriefs as a team, just sitting there on our Tuesday meetings and just talking about our company and where things are going. I know he's going to be around, but it's going to be different. And then on top of that, we got to learn chase. And the way the last few years have gone, when Jeff talks about a certain thing that he feels in the car, I know if I need that in my race car or not. Same with Junior and Casey. We've figured that all out. We've got to start over with chase, and we would have to at some point, but there's going to be that kind of startup process and development process to learn that amongst all of us.
Jimmy, you and I were talking when you came up, some fun time with a family in the off season. For you, Dale, did you start working on that wedding? Where do we stand? How are plans coming along?
Yeah, she makes all the wedding announcements. We had a lot of fun, though. We definitely enjoyed ourselves and spent a lot of time. I kind of scheduled I did something new this year where I scheduled all the work. We do a lot of productions, probably about 3 weeks worth, and we booked them all 2 weeks in a row and just went through it all right there in the middle of December. It was a lot of work, but a lot of fun. You got up every day knowing you were going to work all day long, finishing your productions, and then we had a wide open January. So that was something. I don't know why it took me 40 years to figure that out. It was awesome. I
still haven't done that yet. I'm going to try that next year.
You need to. It was great. January was wide open, so we were able to do anything we wanted.
There's always a little team rivalry when you're going head-to-head. But for the two of you, the rivalry's going to go to a new level when we get to Fontana. Jimmy's got the Superman car. You got the Batman car back. What's that going to be like?
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
we're already starting to harass each other a little bit.
Good, you should.
We've vowed to ramp it up as we get closer, so stay tuned.
Yeah, it's
but the Batman car's been good for you over the years.
It has. I've enjoyed definitely working with Batman. We actually won in Michigan years ago.
Broke that streak that you needed to.
We did, and that was a lot of fun. We're both really going to enjoy this. Anytime we get the opportunity to work with icons like Batman, Superman, having those guys on our car, I think brings you a little extra level of confidence, when you get in that car.
Guys, it's great to have you with us. Thanks for taking a little time, and all the best in 2016.
Thank you.